Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about layers and the many different uses of layers. But first I want to explain something about carpet. So we have a red carpet here. This is quite an old piece. And then we have a turtle rug. So this turtle rug is relatively new. This red carpet is an old one. Notice it's on layer 0. When I move it over top of this pillar, which is also layer 0, the red carpet will cover it because its bottom right hand XY coordinate is lower than the pillar's bottom right hand corner XY coordinate. If I move it up and past or to the left, so like if I keep that carpet just on the left hand side here or up a little bit, then see what's happening there is that pillar will come forward. Even though they're both the same layer, the one that is down on the screen or sometimes to the left on the screen a little bit further will stand out. Okay, if we test that with this turtle rug here, that will not be the case. The turtle rug will continue to be layer 0. The pillar is layer 0, but if we move that turtle rug up and behind or down below, it's still going to show up underneath. So this is a change that was done to carpets a while ago. The new carpets, the ones that are relatively recent, they will have that effect. So for today's purposes, this turtle rug ain't doing us no good. But in the future, if you're interested, there are some rugs that give you a fake fourth layer. So we have 0 to 3, and then there's a fourth, which is the underneath the 0. That only works on some carpets and some tile pieces. Okay, so for today, what I want to talk about is this guy here and the effect of hiding some while letting others show. Okay, so we have layer 0, we have layer 1. Let's add some other layers in here. So let's go layer 2, layer 3. I'm going to put these guys up across the top here. This guy's layer 1. These guys are layer 2 and 3. This guy's going to be layer 2. This guy's going to be layer 3. No, then go back up there. Okay, so now we have this as layer 0. If I move this carpet up to layer 1, automatically that layer 1 guy is going to get covered up. Oh, and layer 3 guy? Oh, he must be back to layer 1. Let's put him up to 3. See, 2 and 3 are showing. So the carpet is now layer 1. The XY coordinate on the bottom right hand side is lower down. This guy is going to be underneath. This guy here, layer 2, he's on top. This guy here, layer 3 now, he's on top. You'll also notice, this is kind of another interesting effect here, is that this layer 2 unit, this guy here has that marker in the top left corner, whereas this guy actually gets covered up. So this marker is layer 3, I think. Anyways, it's just a visual effect. Okay, so I'm going to put this up to layer 2. This carpet goes up to layer 2 now. It's an old carpet. It blocks objects that are underneath it at the same layer. Now with Mr. 3 over here, he's up on top. And the other two guys are under the carpet. Okay, up to layer 3. Guess what happens? This guy's also blocked. Right, so now they're peeking over the fence or looking behind the carpet. Okay, so I'll put it back down to layer 0 now. When I have these bricks stacked tall, bricks have an interesting function that you can stack them up, as you've probably seen in some of the other videos. If not, when you put a bunch of bricks in a single location, they will stack up top. That will give them a vertical appearance. But what it will also do is change the way that the layers affect other objects. So I can walk behind this. My character is effectively layer 1. I can speak, and it will come above that. If I bring this up to layer 3, one of the interesting things here, actually I'll show you on this guy over here. See this guy, we'll say, see now, The text shows up in front of this guy. The text shows up in front of layer 1 guy, layer 2 guy, but not layer 3 guy. Layer 3 guy doesn't let us say what we want to say. See? So, interesting point about layer 3 number 1 is that it will block your text. So these guys are effectively layer 2. Any of the stacked bricks are layer 2. When we have this guy down here, we put it up to layer 3, same thing's going to happen. Okay. In fact, I can go in here, I can type, and the words are just going to come up behind. So layer 3 blocks text. It also blocks your character as effectively as layer 2. If I put the carpet back down to 2, Mr. 3 comes above the carpet for one thing, but another thing is I can speak on top of the carpet. So something to consider when you're doing your level design. Another piece of that is that if you have a pet, so if we introduce a pet to the scene, the pet's text, like the name of the pet, will show at the same level as that text. It's effectively layer 2 text. Here, I'll have to step off of him to actually select him. So I'm going to disable his movement. No walking for you, why me? We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to keep him under behind the carpet there. So now the carpet is at layer 2. When the carpet goes up to layer 3, see why me is no longer visible. You can put him down to 0 and he shows up on top of that carpet. So that is an interesting piece. One final piece over here that we're going to look at is what layer is this effectively. So I've got layer 0, layer 1, this brick is still covering. Layer 2, now the brick is not covered. It will show up behind this. So you can use this to make some interesting effects, like the kind of like roof. If you want to have some kind of a maybe like a palm tree or something going on top of that, you can make it into like a stand or like a platform with a single pillar down beneath. Down beneath. And again, we can always use it for covering up text. We can use it to hide objects. So sometimes if you have something that's really big or bulky, like bone cauldron or like a crystal. So like I've got this snow crystal here that I'll add. You can see that, okay, so now it's going to be snowing on screen, which is nice, but then there's this ugly weird crystal. And this ugly weird crystal, I mean, sometimes it's cool, but it's not added in such a way where you've got a nice square object. It actually will show up over the edges of items. It doesn't really have a proper definition. And sometimes it doesn't match the style, so you can easily just, swipe it and keep it under the rug. Okay, so that's it about layers for today. I might go into depth about 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4, just to kind of give a better idea at some point, but I think that's pretty good for a start. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you again next time.